So you're opposing government and you say that government created its own problems. It should find a way of fixing it and not overtax you or overburden you. But generally, if the economy gets better at the end of the day, wouldn't you be the end beneficiary?
Yeah, it is true, but we have to diagnose our problem well. We have to prefer better solutions for our problems. If we are adopting bad solutions, then it's going to even affect us the more. Then we'll go to IMF and the effect will be negative. That's what we are talking about. And that we do not go, because we have to inspire hope into the system. And that's exactly what government is trying to do, so that with the program, the injection of some funds and all that will bring.
Yeah.
But then after you have gotten the funds, and then you've succeeded in killing the giants, the businesses that is feeding you, what would you have achieved? What are you using the money for? And so that's exactly what we are saying, that we could have used an alternative means of enhancing on this revenue. And we should have think outside the box.
But government says you need to take the hard pill so that we can get better.
But destroying businesses. So by the time we get better, we would have been killed. I mean, it's not that easy. The taxes that we are paying, we are not competitive in the sub-region. We are not competitive at all. That we are losing our attractiveness to the neighboring country. The business that we do not do it in isolation. We do it with the neighboring countries before we can boom as a nation. And now the distributive arm, the manufacturing sector, and the agriculture sector. Because when you go right, you are being overburdened with interest rate. Now we have to contend with about 40%. Who can invest or can enhance our productivity with 40% as a starting point, as a cost? You are already lost. And then all these taxes are piled up on you. Just think about it. How are you going to make it? It's very difficult where your other counterparts globally, they are sourcing their capitals 2%, 3%, and all that. And I've told you, we do not trade in isolation. That's why we become very irrelevant in the scheme of affairs of the continental free trade, where we have the edifice seated here. And ask 3 years of implementation. Let's ask, what have we been able to supply to the rest of Africa, where people are going to Kenya and the rest to even buy goods and all that? Because the cost of doing business here is extremely and extorsively high. Now we are losing our ports to other ports. Doesn't it tell us something? That you cannot overtax it out of our effectiveness. And this is exactly what is happening.
Already there are warnings that this could lead to a high incidence of tax avoidance. Is this a reality?
Yeah, because tax, when it is affordable, the compliance level is high. When taxes are extorsively high, then you are not even helping people on their integrity. Those people who even go to church will then be dodging, and you are not helping people to even worship their God. And this is exactly what happens. Because then it becomes survival of the fittest, and they cut edges. And these things have happened in the past, and it never succeeded.
So